start recording right now. So just place the, I just explained the code. You just place the code in the chat GPT, ask it which part you want to change, and you will get the results. And then, you know, these are the pivot table. You can add the pivot table name with a comma separated, inverted in the inverted commas, and it will work for you. Okay, now the second part, you want to see the code for the, let me close it. So once you open the window, you will see this menu, and you can see it's a user form in here. If you will double click on it and double click again, you will see the code.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Okay, and this is how it's working. So I won't recommend you to get into this code and disturb things, because it's a delicate thing and it might disturb you. So for that, if you want to make the changes in this, please do look for the YouTube videos how to change the form or list box formatting. And there are some few things in here on the left side: border color, border there, foreground color, whatever the color you want to make change, and you can make, like, background color is currently white. If you make it blue,
this one I know. This one I
perfect.
know.
Okay, great. That's it. So I think that is it.
Now the idea is, if you go now to the file, okay. Yeah, this one. What I did before,
sorry,
go to the pivot table. Go to the pivot table in sheet 2.
Yeah, I am on the pivot table. Sheet 2, okay.
Yeah, okay. Now it's picking up this. What I did, I took, let's say, the phase, and I put under discipline, and then it's not recognizing anymore the, yes. Now, if you run, it doesn't work, at least in my file.
It will give you the problem. Yes, because you are making the complex things now. So it might give you some issues. Okay, let me try running it. See, the code is specific for the chart. So you have to be specified. Like, you cannot create a code which is running for each and every changes. You're getting my point?
Yeah.
So you have to go into, let me try find out what is the problem. So I'll go to the code, I'll double click on it, and if I'll run it by using press F8. So you know F8, click in the code and press F8, function 8 key on the top of the keyboard. Okay, and then again press F8, and you will see where on which line the problem is there. So let's see. It's running. It's running. So column 1, column 2. If you will hover on the mouse on the variable, it will show you. Okay, so it's on column 3, and the value is empty. Okay. Okay. Empty. Oh.
How do you know it's empty? I don't know what you are saying.
Let me show you. Let me read it out again. No problem. I'll show you everything. So what it is doing, let me try explaining the code. This is a bit difficult one. Okay, specify the worksheet containing. So we know the worksheet is sheet 2, from which we want to take the pivot table. And the pivot table name is pivot table 4.
Yes.
We want to set the row index to 0, column index. We want to start the row and column from zeros. And then list box. So list box is basically the user form. So there is a user form, and then there is a gray box in between. You can see this gray box.
Yes.
So this is the list box, and if you click on it, it will show you the name in here. And if I'll go back to the,
yes, I'm with you.
Oh my God. Okay. So it's saying that, okay, loop through the pivot table range rows, first row.
Now I lost you, I think.
No, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, so the first row. Okay, so the first row in the pivot table is this one. So first row has a value, column count, and then column label, and then rest of the 3 cells are empty.
Yes.
Okay, now if I'll run this code.
If you make the Excel smaller, then I can see both instead of if you can shorten. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let me close this pivot thing in here and show it in here.
Yes, now I can see both. You can move. Yes.
Sorry.
Perfect.
Okay, so now let me run this code, and it's saying, okay, it picked the sheet number 2, pick the pivot table number 4, 0 zeros index set, list box clear, whatever the value is in the previously. And now it will say, okay, so take the pivot table and table range rows. Row 1, how many rows are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. And now it will loop through each and every row. The column index become 1, and pivot table column 1 counts how many columns are there in the there are 6 columns, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is dynamic. It's taking the number of rows. If you will change the number of rows,
Yeah.
and if you will change the number of columns, these are dynamic. Okay. Now it's making 5 columns. Let me make all of 30 size. I'll say, okay, let's make, actually I made the larger table for the name, and then smaller range column. Okay, so this is the column width. You can read it out.
Yes.
Okay, and then column headers are true. I can set it to false so that I don't want to see the empty row, and it will set to the value. So you can see currently it's looping through for the first time. So it's saying column index is 1, and the value is count of plant. So you can see this one is first, and then if I'll go again, the next time the value is column label, which is this one. So it's looping through like this, left to right, and then left to right again. It will loop. Okay, so if I will hover the mouse on this cell value, you will see you can read it out, column labels.
Yes.
Now if I will repeat it, you will see it's empty. So this is now on this call on this cell. Now this 3 will be empty. Empty, again empty, and again empty. Now this is going to switch to the.
How can you go in loop? What did you do to go in loop?
I'm pressing F8. I just told you. Press F8 step by step. It will give you the step by step evaluation. Understood. So now it looped. Yeah, it looped through all the values, and it found only 2 values. Okay, now now it is looping through the first row. So the first row. So what happens with the pivot table? You can see a proper format in the pivot table. There are 2 values on the top, which is normally filters, and the main heading of the header. Sorry, the matrices heading is on row number 1, not the row number 0, and then the row starts from 0, 1, 2, 3. So what it's doing, it's taking the headers now. It's checking, okay, loop through the headers. So it's taking pivot table range offset 1. So offset means 1 row 0 column. It means shift to 1 row down, and do not shift any column. So it means we'll be reaching to row levels. Okay, so let's see what is the cell value. If you will click hover the mouse on the right bottom, you will see, okay, now we are going to evaluate raw labels. So raw labels, now next time it will become HP, then it will become PO if you'll hover the mouse. And what it's doing, it's pushing the values in which? It's pushing the values in raw index, column index. So it means the first time raw index was 1, and it will push to the 0, 0, 0, 1. So this is the index of the table 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. Then this is raw 1, column 1. So sorry, column 0. So 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. So these are the numbers in these 2 columns, and it's pushing the value of PY. So let's see when we get the error. So we will reach down to grand total. Let's see. We are on LE. LE's first value was 53210. So it's 53210. It should show 53210. 5. Okay. I'll click on this and I'll run it with 5. F5. If I'll click on this dot, it will skip the calculation on this line. So if I'll give it, and I will now press F5. So that it can evaluate, put the loop, and stop it here. So value is 3, value is 2, value is 10. Okay, now next time the value is A. Okay, the value is A, and then 3, then 2, then 1, and then 6. Oh. Okay, now the next should be B. Okay, it's working fine. Let's loop it quickly. Oh, I went through so quickly. Okay, I will stop it here again.
But I am following. I think you can explain very well.
Okay, so we reach to the pip. Perfect. So after pip, it's stopping. So it's calculating some. It's stopping in here because we added another row in here. So I have to accommodate that. So you're getting my point. So what's happening when we added another? So it's basically the what you can call, I don't know. I'm not, English is not my first language. So so these are the
yeah, we added another field.
Yeah, so the field. Yeah. field and drop down and subfield value. So I think it's stucking somewhere there. Okay, no problem. We can track that. So if I'll click the code and press continuously, we reach to A. Okay, we reach to 6. And I don't want to run the by step. I'll go step by step. So now next time the row index is 4. Okay, and it's checking if the row index is greater than the number of rows. Pivotable rows count -1. Yeah, so we are skipping this. So how many number? Oh, by the way, how many rows are there in the count? I was
No.
printing this as well. Okay, so you okay, let's check. We reach to B. 4, 2, 1, 4, 4. And now it will reach to pip. Okay, pip is okay. Again 2. Now it's going to break. After 8, it should break. So let's see. Oh, it just jumped from here to here.
After.
Why? It's saying the column 5 are updated. Yeah, okay, no, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, now this is going to break. No, this is not breaking now. What the hell?
I thought it was breaking after the B4.
Yeah,
the
but
number.
oh shit. Okay, no problem. Let me quickly run it. Pip. A. After A, it's breaking.
Conosce the list property, invalid property array index.
Actually, it's stucking somewhere. We need to control that. I know. I can't point it out exactly, but I know what is happening. It's not looping through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is a control which is not allowing it to do that. Okay. Instead of doing this, let me make sure what I'm thinking is correct or wrong. What I will say, this is the printing method of the value. How you can print a value. So this is how you can print it. Let me show you. You can type debug dot print and then type the value in here. And I will type in 2 things. I will say debug dot print, show me this cell value, whatever the value you are evaluating, and then I will run it. So it's showing the range 1 columns. There are 5 columns. Yeah, that's fine, no problem. Should I check the rows as well? I think I should check the rows as well. Debug dot print. That's it. HPPOPY global grand. Tally 532 10A 3216B.
But here was giving you the error. Now it's reading, right?
It should be giving the error after pip. Yep, after pip. Now it will loop through the pip. 2 is okay, 2 is okay, 8 is okay. Okay, 8 is okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, now we have values of 5 is the columns, that's fine. 9 is the rows. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we have 9 rows. And what is the current row? Row index is 5. That's fine. Cell value is 8. Go to the next cell. Column index becomes 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, column index becomes 6. So if the column index is greater than the column count, then do this. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So row index is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Value is A. That is fine. The row index is 6. Column index is 1. Now it's pushing the sixth row. No, not sixth, fifth row. Fifth row and 0 column. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's not allowing the list box. Okay, so let's find it out. Let's find it out. So if we'll go to the user form, click on the list box. No, we do not mention the number of columns in here. Okay, then what's the problem? It's saying that there is no sixth row. We can write down to 9 rows. It's not pushing the value into the sixth row, 0 column. Column is there, but not the sixth row. Why not? Okay, again, to fix this or make slight changes, I think it should work because I made it in a way that it should automatically, like it should work for the 5 columns and 9 rows, but it's stucking at 6th. So how many do we have the earlier? How many rows were there in the earlier one? Okay, let me change it.
You just need to remove the.
Yes, sir.
If you remove the phase from the.
Yes, sir. I'm doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So there were initially 5. Oh, no. Okay. Crap. Again.
And if you click, it works. Still work or no? If you click the
Yeah.
button.
Yeah, this will work. For this one, it will work.
Yeah.
So let me find the issue with the number of rows. So number of rows should not be an issue in here.
Because
so
you said that if the pivot has 1000 row, I can see the arrow to scroll, right?
Yes, it should. Yeah, actually what happens, what I meant to say in that moment is that if the box is smaller and you run it, it will show you the like this.
Exactly.
So there is a short way. I don't like ChatGPT to go for each and everything because that makes you very lazy and you don't know what's the problem. So I always try to get some headache first, and then once I'm satisfied, okay, now I'm not getting anything, or maybe I got the idea but I can't, I want to save my time. So this is my learning. This is how I learn. So I know there is a problem in the raw index, but I can take the copy, I can copy the code, I can go to the ChatGPT and ask it. It's not working for the variable rows. It's stucking after row number 6, and let's see what it says. Or this is good. This is the right way for the one who don't know the code, but I know the code, so I like to read it out and find the problem so that I will not make the problem next time when I'm writing a new code. So let's try this one. The above code